Well, guys, the madmen over at EA did it. The last time I talked about Madden, I said they needed to overhaul the gameplay system. Well, gosh darn it, that's what they did. FieldSense, which is what they're calling it, supposedly creates a completely new way to play the game. From the trailer, really the only thing we get to see is the new passing system, which looks awesome. One of my biggest complaints I've had with Madden forever is the lack of control with where to throw the football, and this addition is huge. Now, in the press release, they added they also focused on core improvements to pass rush, zone defense, and containing mobile quarterbacks, all of which were very needed. But remember, this is Electronic Arts, and they are very good at promising different improvements, only to fall flat on most of those promises. FieldSense still uses animation branching as the core component, so that is a little disappointing, but I am willing to give the new system a chance. As Not the Expert said on Twitter, since Madden 14, I see the same articles every year claiming this year is different and a step in the right direction, which is exactly why I'm still cautiously optimistic about this. Thankfully, with EA Play, we get a free 10-hour trial of the game, and we'll be able to truly see if they have made a great upgrade. They also mentioned different improvements to franchise, including contracts and free agency, as well as the scouting system, which still needs desperately upgraded, but if we're being honest, they probably didn't touch it that much because they're Madden, or they're EA, and they still don't really care about franchise all that much, even though they did make pretty big improvements last year. But that being said, don't expect too much from that. Now, I've said this before, but gameplay is the most important thing to a game, so I can overlook a somewhat weak franchise mode to enjoy the game. I'm excited to see what this new system brings, although still very skeptical of EA. The trailer we got showed very little of what was actually in the new system, but there still are at least a couple months before the game comes out, so we'll have to see. And if FieldSense works well, it's not only huge for Madden going forward, but the EA NCAA football game that is scheduled to come out sometime in 2023.